In the future, running in public has become illegal for the wealthy. Alex, realizing this just in time, slowed his pace and came to a stop, afraid that anyone would notice he was just a recently enriched poor man. To mask the lingering air of poverty, he walked straight into a five-star hotel and booked the most luxurious presidential suite without a word. Surprisingly, the front desk didn't request any payment. Instead, a scanner on his wrist read his personal timer, and the room key was handed to him. His transaction was complete. In this future, money no longer exists. Instead, people pay with time. Every human is born with a timer embedded in their arm. It serves not only as currency but also as a countdown of their life. When the timer hits 0, the person dies instantly. Conversely, those with ample time can extend their life indefinitely, even achieving immortality. However, most of this time is controlled by a small number of wealthy individuals. Ordinary people must work constantly to earn enough time to survive. Just 3 days ago, Alex was penniless. He lived day to day working at an electronics factory, and the hours he earned were only enough to last him until the next day. The company occasionally withheld overtime pay, and no matter how frustrated he felt, he had no choice but to endure it. Losing his job would mean he wouldn't even have the time to look for another one. One evening, after work, Alex went to a bar seeking a side job to earn extra time. Instead, he accidentally encountered a wealthy man drowning himself in alcohol. The man's timer showed a century of life, but his conspicuous display of wealth had attracted attention. Out of concern, Alex tried to warn the wealthy man to leave, but the man ignored him. Soon, a group of notorious time thieves burst into the bar, threatening everyone. People quickly fled, but the wealthy man remained calm and fearless. Before any violence erupted, the man excused himself to the restroom. The time thieves assumed they had control of the situation and didn't intervene. Yet, while the wealthy man was occupied, Alex seized the opportunity. Emerging from hiding and saving him, they fled through the streets, narrowly avoiding capture multiple times, and eventually hid in an abandoned building. Though they escaped, Alex's identity was partially revealed to the thieves. Curious about why a rich man would flaunt his wealth in a poor district, Alex learned the harsh truth. The man had lived over 100 years, and beneath his youthful appearance lay weariness and contempt for the world. He revealed that the immortality of the wealthy came at the expense of the poor. They controlled prices, suppressed wages, and frequently raised living costs to ensure the survival of the wealthy while accelerating the death of the underprivileged. Alex frowned as he absorbed this revelation, and the wealthy man asked, "If you had as much time as I do, what would you do?" Alex remained silent, but understood deep down that he would never waste a second. The next morning, Alex awoke and instinctively checked his timer. To his amazement, he now had an extra 100 years, while the wealthy man was gone. On the windowsill, a note instructed him to make good use of the time. Although the man had long sought death, he was grateful for Alex saving his life and had given him all his remaining time. Later, the wealthy man calmly sat on a bridge, waiting for his death. By the time Alex reached the location, the man had vanished completely. Caught between awe and sorrow, Alex didn't notice that security cameras had captured the entire scene. He immediately sought out a close friend of 10 years and gave him 10 years from his timer, hoping to improve his friend's life. Tragically, his good intentions became fatal. That same night, Alex brought flowers to surprise his mother and planned to move her to a better home. However, at the bus stop, he didn't see her disembark. Panic set in, and he sprinted toward her workplace. Across the street, his mother was desperately running back toward him. Alex realized that time was critically short. The bus fare had suddenly doubled during her ride, and after paying off his mortgage, he only had 90 minutes left. In a race against time, the mother and son ran with everything they had. Yet, even with hope within reach, they fell short by a single second. That second was fatal, and Alex held his mother as she died. Grief-stricken, he blamed the oppressive rules set by the wealthy and vowed to make them pay. Determined to act, Alex hired a private car, passing through multiple checkpoints, spending 2 full years in tolls alone, before finally reaching the wealthy district. For his first move, he decided to seize their time. He entered the district's largest casino, slowly building his stake from small wins to a fortune of 250 years. Seeking more, he entered high-stakes tables and encountered the wealthiest bank president in the area, who carried 9,000 years casually. The bank president immediately tried to intimidate him, raising initial bets to 50 years. Alex matched him without hesitation. Intrigued by Alex's audacity and skill, the president escalated the stakes to 2 centuries, expecting Alex to fold. Instead, Alex went all in, leaving only 30 seconds on his timer to make a move. Victory came, and Alex's total time skyrocketed to over 1,000 years. The bank president, impressed, introduced Alex to his daughter, Mary. Mary was immediately drawn to Alex's unique charisma and invited him to her family's dinner. Not wanting to miss any opportunity to get closer to the wealthy, Alex accepted. He spent 60 years purchasing a luxury car and drove to Mary's oceanfront villa. Once her bodyguards left, They shared a private encounter. They connected instantly, enjoying each other's company, and even walked hand in hand into the backyard to swim. Yet, just as they enjoyed a moment of peace, Time Police arrived, taking Alex in for questioning. The police had traced Alex through surveillance footage from the wealthy man's death and suspected his involvement. Alex calmly explained that the man had committed suicide, and he was merely present at the scene. The officers didn't believe him, caring more about the 100 years of time that had now flowed into the wrong hands. They confiscated almost all of his time, leaving him just 2 hours, and began the process of extracting a confession. Unwilling to comply, Alex overpowered 2 guards, jumped down from the stairs into the lobby, and took Mary as a hostage. Driving her car, he escaped the scene, evading the pursuing officers through skillful driving, including forcing trucks to block the road. On his way to the poor district, he ran into an ambush set by a time gang. Both he and Mary fell off an overpass and lost consciousness. Alex awoke to find only half an hour left to live, while Mary had 10 years' time nearby. Together, they used the last 3 minutes to pawn Mary's diamond earrings and buy 2 days' time, barely enough to continue their plan. To demand justice, Alex contacted Mary's father, threatening to claim 1,000 years as ransom to be deposited in a designated bank by the next morning. The bank president hesitated, unwilling to distribute such time to the poor. Mary, understanding Alex's intentions and the cruelty of time rules, supported him. The next day, the bank failed to deliver the ransom and closed early. Mary was heartbroken, but Alex still intended to release her and even gave her a gun for protection. When the Time Police returned, threatening to shoot, Mary acted quickly and saved Alex. Together, they escaped in a police vehicle, finally becoming fugitives. To avoid attention, they decided to join forces and hijack a wealthy individual's luxury car, continuing their fight against the oppressive system.